Hello everybody, welcome to this video. Let's talk about emptiness. What does emptiness really mean? In the last video, I talked about oneness, how it can mean different things and point towards different experiences and phenomenon. It's the same thing with emptiness. And emptiness and oneness are closely related. One can say that they are different sides of the same coin. Because in complete oneness, all dualities will dissolve. In complete emptiness, all dualities will also dissolve. So where you find oneness, you also find emptiness. And where you find emptiness, you also find oneness. And in these different perspectives and experiences of emptiness that I'm going to share, there's no hierarchy. One is not better than the other. They are just different ways in which we can perceive emptiness. We'll start with emptiness as a state, where there is stillness of mind. This can happen while one is identified with one's thinking mind, one's separate self. This often occurs during meditation, where one have a moment where the mind is blank. The mind do not produce any content. There are no projections within the mind. And even though the mind is silent, there's often a subconscious belief in separation. When one comes out of this state, when the thoughts are starting to be projected, one usually interprets this emptiness as having been inside of a body mind, and one cannot see the metaphysical and existential significance of this event. One cannot see that this emptiness is more fundamental than the thoughts one identifies with. So this emptiness is kind of in the box of the mind. We move on to emptiness of a separate thinker. Here, one no longer identifies with the thinking mind. One sees that the thoughts are spontaneous, impersonal projections within one's consciousness, and the thinker is another thought. So one cannot find oneself within one's inner reality of thoughts and emotion. One can feel like one is an empty vessel. But even though one cannot find oneself within one's thoughts, one often feels that one is still inside of a world out there, because the outer world will still feel separate from oneself. In the next form of emptiness, we have emptiness of form, all is mind. Here, one sees that the world out there is also a spontaneous, impersonal projection of consciousness. It is the same projection as one's thoughts. So it's the same substance in everything. So the world out there is just as ephemeral as one's thoughts. Here, one understands and sees the statement, form is emptiness, emptiness is form, because everything will be made of the same substance. Everything is just consciousness. Lastly, we have emptiness of mind. Nothing ever happens. The unmanifest. This is the no mind state. And no mind means no creation. So there are no qualities or attributes to this emptiness. This is the baseline, the background to all creation, where everything comes from and to where everything returns. This is our original nature, the pure I. I hope you liked the video. Thank you for watching.